Yo, what's going on in London, yo? Like, I just wake up to see another shooting, the third shooting in what they say about 4 days, bro. What the hell is going on, blood? Now, don't get me wrong, there's always been gun incidents in London. You see me? But it seems that now, since this little incident in Kingsbury happened, the initial one, and then the retaliation, now people looking around and be thinking, yo, you know what? Man, them bringing it to the streets in the daylight, yeah? Alright. That's right. Man, them really want to come and use guns now. And you know the worst part is, it's probably no older than 16. These people that doing it. I don't know the ins and outs of it right now. Is it me? It's all from word of mouth at the moment. I don't know the details, but from the way this generation is carrying on, I know for a fact they're youngsters. The last person that they shoot up now, they say is in his 40s, and it's some over some turf war thing, bro. You guys don't own these areas. You get that? If the government turn around now and say, yo, you're moving out right now, we need this property, this land. Oh no, gone, you know. What are you going to do then? But call the man, them and try to war down the government? You're not going to work, brother. Because they'll call in the army, everything, yo. I understand. You grew up in that area. You have your crime, you have, the violence and everything. Yeah, your boys go through certain things with different people, and it's a tight knit community in a way, because you know. But is it really worth losing your life over an area that you live in, bro? Like, you're defending it. You see, me as a black man now, this is how bad. For those of you that don't really understand or grasp just how it is in certain places in London, right? Me as a black man feel more threatened, or I'm at a higher alert when I'm in a black area, or predominantly black area. You see me? And that's where I should be feeling more comfortable, right? No, it's complete opposite, bro. When I'm somewhere that's predominantly black, you get scoped straight away. You go there, people looking, yo, who's this? Why is he here? Is he from rival turf? Or they say over here, rival ends. Ends is like area, you know what I mean? Ends is a slang word for area. This is my ends. You see me? So when I'm in those areas, you have to be more alert, bro. You have to watch your back. You have to know who's looking. You have to know who's walking behind you. You have to know who's around. And it's bad, bro. I can't feel comfortable going to somewhere that's predominantly black for that simple fact. And then they'll walk up to you and try to check it, like, yo, fam, what's going on? Like, yo, what you doing around here? Blah, blah, blah. And it starts off a bunch of bullshit. And all these kids dying over foolishness. You have the elders putting them to work, and the elders kicking back, sipping tea, and then they have to go there, do the crime, do the time. Is it worth it, But at the same time, a lot of these kids that doing these things don't actually want to do it. Understand that, they don't want to be in that situation. But how messed up it is growing up. You see a lot of things happening. You see a lot of things that will happen to people that you know, and you think, raw, you know what? It's either I ride with them, or I'm gonna get caught by them. And there's a song I was writing, and one of the words, the lyrics in that song was, I'd rather stand tall with the man them than to fall at the hands of the man them. Simple lyric, but it's deep. It's a lot of meaning in that, bro. You see me? I'd rather ride with these people that I fear rather than fall at the hands of these people that I fear. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather run with them and do what I need to do to stay safe. Because it's grimy in these streets, bro. It's not right, man. And I'm seeing how this generation is just going down and down and down. You know what I mean? I'm here complaining about the sexualization in music and everything, but I was sitting back and I was thinking about it the other day, But our generation growing up, we had a lot of corrupt music. It's just that we weren't woke enough to pay attention to what was actually happening. Because I'm looking back to a lot of the music videos and a lot of the songs, and I was like, yo, it was probably just as bad. It's just that the fact that nowadays it's just a lot more flesh on TV, and people are a lot more open, and we're just a lot more aware of what's going on now. You see me? But nah, it's disgusting, bro. It is actually really bad. And then I sit there and I think, like, I have kids, like, in 5 to 10 years time, what's London gonna be like, bro? If this is the way that it's going right now. The knife crime thing, don't get me wrong, knife crime ain't ever vanished. It's just what the media depends. This is just what the media decides to highlight. But there's a lot of knife crimes going around. There's a lot I hear about around these parts where I live that don't make the news. Understand what I'm saying? So the overall perception for the public is like, oh, they're not talking about it, so you know it must be resolved. They had an amnesty, it must be resolved. Nah, bro, this thing's still carrying on, right? I know it's the whole gun crime. There's always been on and off incidents of gun crime, but you know, now it's gotten a bit more bold and man them getting braver. It's bad, bro. It's a sad state of affairs that these kids just killing each other off senselessly. I can't just come together. I know, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of hurt, there's a lot of pain there from both sides. Is it worth it? The back and forth, the retaliation, the constant loops, just endless death and violence. Is it really worth it, bro? Can I just come together and squash it somehow? Come together and say, yo, I know this and that happened. Such and such happened and it hurt. The other man can say, yo, you know what? Yeah, when you did this and this to this and that, that hurt me too. That's why we did this. And then come to some kind of agreement, man, that ends the violence and then set an example for these youths. Because these youths have very, very impressionable minds. But impressionable minds nowadays, bro. Very. And I'm sorry to say a lot of these kids are very gullible, man. They're coming up in this brainwashed era. You know, they're conditioned. Cartoons and everything condition these kids from early, bro. And if you know, you know, because it's a very deep kind of topic. You know, I ain't gonna really go off course on that. If you want to know about it, just go research MK Ultra conditioning and all them kind of thing there. Yeah, man, I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm just saddened by these youngsters running around doing this stuff. There's no respect. The other day I was in a store, they come in the store and wrecking the store for what? For no reason. Literally no reason in a pet store. And they're not even older than 10 years old, bro. They come in the pet store and just throwing things on the floor, throwing hay all over the floor. For what? What is actually the point? Is boredom, you know? I think it's boredom because there's no outlet for these kids. Yes, there's parks. But after a certain age, you know, you think, yo, I ain't going to no park with no kids, bro. I'm a grown man now. You're only 10, but you feel like you're grown. But we need like these recreational centers, man. Like, you know, go there, you play sports, video games, you have educational opportunities. You know, you go there, do, you know, different kind of things, different activities for the kids in these communities, man. Cause you know how much times I've watched documentaries, and the interviewer even asked them, "Yo, why do you do what you do? Why? What's the point?" Boredom. It's nothing else to do. We have to entertain ourselves, and nobody seems to want to listen to that. Everybody hears it, but nobody want to listen to it. You see me? If I had the money and the funds, trust me, I would set up a center and try and take a lot of these kids off the streets, bro. A lot. But unfortunately, I ain't got the means for that. But this it's not a simple solution, but it's a great solution, bro. It would be very impactful, and it would make a difference in the long run. You see me? Because when you come and you start doing different activities and you realize, yo, you know, I don't need to be on the streets like that, bro. A man can have opportunities, man could make something of himself, and then you start drawing more and more of your friends like, yo, let's leave this street behind and actually pursue something in life. And it would make a difference because they'll feel a sense of value and sense of worth, self-worth, you know, and it's amazing when you really feel that. So we need to kind of focus on doing activities for these kids. And I'm not saying that there's nobody out there doing it. There are people doing it, but we just need more of it. But anyway, we're going to see how this thing unfold, bro. And ladies. But yeah, man, your boy versatile all the while. I'm not even going to say the rest because it ain't that kind of video, bro. Anyway, respect and peace, yeah? One love.